you. 23rd of October, Rabbi Levitt, Nefesh Hahaim.
Okay, so we are in the middle of the Haggadah that I don't know if you have this Haggadah, but it's in English. I can imagine that the title that they would put on this Haggadah would be something about the hate of Adam Arishon. This is what he's talking about over here, and how it's very, very pertinent to our discussion about man being a Tzelem Elokim and what that means, and all the Olamos. Just in a nutshell, what he said so far is that before the sin of Adam Rishon, the only thing that Adam Rishon had inside him, only thing that he was wired up to, were the Kochos HaKedusha and the Kochos HaTov that were in the creation. But there are such things as Kochos HaRa and Kochos HaTuma. He's mentioned them before, and there are such things that are part of the Bria, part of the creation, but they were all outside of man. And with the hate of Adam Rishon, they became mixed up inside the man. And also, this he's now going to say, this is going to be reflected in so the make of man underwent a fundamental change in his spiritual makeup, and also in the spiritual makeup and composition of the universe underwent a fundamental change as a result of the sin of Adam Rishon. Became ba'olamot, and this is so by all the worlds. Zeu eitz hadas tov v'ra. That's the story with the eitz hadas tov v'ra. Shenis chabru v'nis arvu b'tocho uba'olamos hatov v'hara yachad ze b'toch ze mamash. So just like within Adam Rishon he did not have a Yetzer Hara inside him. There was a Satan, there was a Sitra Achra on the outside, and he sent the Nachash as his shliach to entice Chava, and then in turn Adam to do the sin. But they understood that this is a persuasion from the outside. This is not what they are saying that they want to do, but they were persuaded to do so. But by us, he says, what happens now is that the Yetzer Hara is inside the person, and so then it becomes very difficult for the person to realize that who's talking to him is not is the Yetzer Hara, but he imagines that it's himself. He is the one that wants to do this, what the Yetzer Hara is enticing and persuading him to do. So things got mixed up as a result of the hate of Adam Rishon, and also in the Olamos as well. A combination of Tov and Ra mixed up together. Yachad. Ze b'tov ze mamash. Ki das perushoy his habrus ki adua. Because one of the connotations of the word das means connection, combination. Chibor. But inyan mavur lemavin be'etz chayim shar klipas ela shekitzer sham be'inyan. Okay. Zesha Omru Chazal in the Gemara in Shabbos Kuf Mem Vov Kishabo Nachash Al Chava Hitil Bo Zuama. the Gemara says that the Nachash had some type of a physical relationship with Chava, and maybe it means just like relations between a man and a woman, and he injected within her a zuama, a spiritual impurity. Rosaloima betocho mamash. It's not just a parable. It was actual physical thing that happened. Me'oz goram al yidei zeh yervuvia gedola b'masav. And as a result of that, there became a great confusion and a mixing up in the actions of man. Shekol, what do we mean? Shekol maseh ha'adam hema ba'arvuvia v'hishtanus rabbi ma'od pam tov pam ra. The actions of man became a confusion and a confounding and changed greatly. How so? One day he did only good. The next day he did evil. Umishapech Tommy mitov l'ra, and he would go back and forth between doing tov and doing ra. Umira l'tov, and back again. V'gam hamasa hatov atzmo kemat bilti efshar l'rov ha'olam shetiyeh kula kodesh zaka nakia v'gamre. And even his good actions, which on the face of them it was a mitzvah, it was the rest of Hashem, but in also injected into it were all sorts of perhaps ulterior motives, which were not l'shem shemayim. It was not a situation because of the man himself was a mixture now of tov and ra, that his actions were a mixture of tov and ra, not completely good. B'li shum netiya le'eza paneho machshava kala legorme. V'kein lehepech v'hamaisa asher lo tova kein agam kein mu'urav bo lefamim eza machshava letov lefi dimyono. Oh, and also Rav Chaim says we have to be fair about this. Also, when the man would do a sin, so on the face of it, it's a sin, but it was also sometimes, at least, it included within the actual sin. That was a sin, but it had perhaps kavanas that were well-meaning. It had a good intention, possibly. There was some part of it that was good. It wasn't totally evil. So that's on the other side of it. Even the actions themselves were a mixture. They weren't totally tov. They weren't totally ra. Gamatzadi gomor. Shemiyamav lo asa shum masa asher lo toiva. V'lo yisach b'yamav shum sicha kala. Asher lo toiva chas v'sholom. Im kol zeh kimat bilti efshar klal shemasav hatoivim atzmom kol yemei chayav yiyu kulam v'shleimus ho'amiti legamrei v'lo yeh afilu ba'achas mehena shum chisorn u'pagam klal. Even a tzaddik who only does, right? He only all of his days he only completes tzaddik, a tzaddik gomer. He didn't do anything that wasn't proper. He didn't do something that was improper. He never said an improper word. But still, even by a person like that, he's also subject to this what we're talking about. His actions were not with the spitz of shlemus. Okay. Oh, and with this he explains. He has a very interesting explanation of the pasuk that you know in Kehelis. Zesha Amar Kosev. This that the pasuk in Kehelis says, "Ki Adam ein sadik ba'aretz asher yaseh tov v'lo yechteh." Literally, what these words mean is because there's not a person there isn't a person in the world who, although he's a tzaddik, but he doesn't that he only does good and he doesn't do hate. What's that mean? Rotzaloima she'i efshar shelo yeh al kopanim kitsas hisoren b'masa hatov atzma she'oseh. So we don't mean to say that he actually did a hate, but we mean to say that even the things that he did were there was a masa tov. It can't be that it didn't have some chisoron, some pagam in it. He hate perusho chisoron kiyadua, because that is the explanation of the word hate. Hate simply means that there's some chisoron in the masa. Right? Now we think of a hate meaning, it's mamish and avera, right? And it is, it's an avera. But even a ma'aseh tov could have some hate in it, meaning what? It has something's missing. Something's missing. It's not the shlemus, the absolute shlemus. So that's what the way the Hahaim explains that passage. ולכן כשמכניסים האדם למשפט לפניו יסברך שמו צורך חשבונות רבים לאין שיעור. And that's why Hashem's mishpat of a man is so deep, because the actions of a man are so deep. He may not even realize all of his intentions and all of his thoughts as he's doing the action, why it is he's actually doing it. It's a mixture. Kol prate pratin shokol masa v'dibur v'machshavoso. All of his deeds, all of his words, even all of his thoughts come into judgment and each thought itself even is filled with many different contrary kavanas. Okay, so I think we covered it. There's a lot more over here. He goes on with an arifas, but that is the main idea that comes out from this Haggah. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I think that's enough for now. If I see a little more, there's a lot more here. It's interesting. Maybe we'll go over it again sometime. But in the meantime, let's go a little further in the Sefer itself.
Very good.
Okay. That's the idea. Okay, so now we're up to wherever it is that we're up to. Mayor, you want to start?
Okay. We're in the middle of that paragraph. The Chol, the Yuknin, the Razin, Tatain, the Alma, Il Tata.
Oh, this is the language of the Zohar.
Oh, okay.
This is Aramaic over here.
Oh, well, hold it. There's, no, I don't think I have it in the Hebrew. I do have some Hebrew in brackets, but I'm not sure that's the translation. It says
probably, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
is that it?
Yeah, that's the Targum of the
Okay,
Zohar.
so we'll do the Hebrew then. Hakadosh Baruch Hu Kishibara et Ha'adam. That's the Kadosh when he created man, I guess. Sider bo kol hatzurot shel sodot elyonim shel haolam elyon v'chol tzurot shel hasodot hatachtonim.
Shel Olam HaTachton.
Olam hatachtonim. Okay, v'chulam chakukim ba'adam shehu omed b'tzelem Elokim. Ayin Sham. Okay.
So when so he's bringing his Zohar, it says that when Hashem made the Adam Rishon, he arranged and formed within him all of the form that was found in the upper worlds and in the lower worlds as well, like we said before. So this is just a source for what he already said himself. He's just telling you that you'll find what I said in the Zohar, that man is composition representing everything that there is in the universe.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ufarashat Tazria. I'm not sure what Memchet is. Or maybe Memchet, that's 48.
Yeah, I think this is also he's continuing in the Zohar. Before he was bringing us a Zohar from Yisro, and now he's bringing us a Zohar from Parshas Tazria. Memches is the just the enumeration in the Zohar. It can be found in on page Memches or Daf Memches Amid Aleph.
Okay. Tana Kevan de Nivra Adam Bechule Uveresh. That's the beginning of Parashat Bamidbar. Rabbi Abba Patach Vayivra Elokim et Ha'adam B'tzalmo. Okay.
Yeah, so he's got all these sources over here. If you want to take a look more over here, he says, "I'm giving you all these sources where you can see where it describes the Hashem's creation of man."
Oh, okay. So should we continue with the sources or?
Yeah, I think we could. I think we could go to V'kein Amru Zeh Haloshen Yoter Ba'orech. Oh, even that we don't need to do. This is all just Mara Makomis over here. Now look at this. Until the end of the paragraph over here. And he says, it's Hahaim v'zeh kol ha'adam. Yeah, let's, at the end of all these Marmakomos, he ends up with one sentence which finishes off this paragraph. V'zeh kol ha'adam. You could read from there.
Okay, let me see if I can. Oh, okay. V'zeh kol ha'adam shekol koach prati shebo. Misudar neged olam v'koach echad prati misod hashiur koma shel klal hakochot b'olamot ha'olamot shemisudarim k'vyachol kitavnit komat adam kemo shenitba'er
Im Yirtz Hashem.
Oh, Im Yirtzem Bishar. Oh, okay. Im Yirtz Hashem. So in Bishar Bet Perachei.
Right.
Okay, so this is.
So that's the story of the Adam. Zeh kol Adam. That's the whole of man.
Okay.
Kol koach prati shabo, every singular and specific koach that is within him has been put there in a way that it's arranged to be neged olam, corresponds to everything that there is in the world.
Oh, wow.
Koach echad prati misod hashiur koma shel klal hakoiches ve'olamos. A lot of Kabbalistic terms over here. Hashir koma. We'll have to ask Rav Barkley a little bit more to explain that concept. But this is basically what we've said so far. Shemasudarim kaviyachol katabnis komas adam. That the olamos are arranged in the mold and in the form of the komas adam, the floors, the levels of the adam. Like you have levels in a building, right? You have koma karka, you've got koma aleph, you've got koma base. So each the building has different floors that house different things in them, and so it is with Adam, the sheer koma, that's how I would say it in a very simple way.
Oh, okay. Sheer koma.
That's the koma of the Adam. But he says over there the koma of the klal hakoches or lamos. They're also in a way of floors, different levels, different madrigas. And that's why you need steps to get from one floor to the next. That's madrigas.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So you have physical steps, and then you've got spiritual madrigas that go up to the next floor, go up to the next level, go up to the next olam. Okay, we got some time. 2 minutes. Kain ha-mitzvahs kulan.
Oh, okay. V'chein ha-mitzvot kulan kishurim utluyin b'mikor sharshan ha'elyon v'sidrei pirchei hamerchava v'shiur koma shel ha'olamot kulam shekol mitzvah pratit b'sharasha kolelet Rabbi Rivan Kohot wrote Misidrei Hashiur Koma. So this is all the mitzvot.
And the mitzvahs kulam, and the mitzvahs, Taryag mitzvahs. How did the Taryag mitzvahs fit into this picture of the Adam and the world? They are also connected over here in this picture. Kashurim utuluyim b'makor shorshan ha'elyon. They're also connected to the upper worlds and to the sections of the chariots, Mishir Komish Alamas Kulam, and all the different levels of kedusha. And power of all of the upper worlds. Shekol mitzvah pratit v'shorsha kolelis rabbe ravavon kochos. Each little mitzvah, each separate and specific mitzvah is sourced in its source contains and envelops tens of thousands upon tens of thousands of kochos and oros of kedusha from the arrangement of the shir koma.
Wow.
כמו שאומר בזוהר. כל פקודי הרייסה מסאחתן במלכה קדישה אלוה. All of the kol mitzvahs HaTorah nechazim b'melech HaKodesh HaElyon. Every one of the mitzvahs of the Torah are clinging strongly, clinging and attached to the holy and the holy King on high. Mehem b'rosh HaMelech, mehem b'guf. Some of them are connected on the rosh of the melech, kaviyachol, as it were. Hashem doesn't have a rosh, but in a spiritual sense, we would say it. Mehem b'guf, u'mehem b'yadei HaMelech, u'mehem b'raglav. So the whole idea of hands and feet and this part of the guf and the head are all spiritual levels. Again, that's the sheer coma. Okay. And with that, we will conclude for today.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Wow.
Okay. All the best to Mayor.
Okay. Have a good day, everyone.
You too, Meir.
Hashem Yishmor. Alecha v'al kol Am Yisrael.
Amen. Up to here.